Division previews for you in the NFL. Brian Blessing, glad to be with you here at ATS.io in Las Vegas. Jacked for a great football season to come in the AFC West. I think it's going to be pretty interesting this year. We know who the monster is, Kansas City. They're going to be the monster for years to come. Who can step up and make a little bit of noise? You likely are looking at regular season win totals is where you would play other teams in this division. Out of conference, AFC West teams will play the NFC East this year. We know what the NFC East was like last year, so that should factor into your belief in what these AFC West foes can do from a regular season win total perspective. Kansas City, prohibitive odds-on favorite, minus 250 to win the division. 12.5, under $1.20 the season win total here. Are they good enough to go win 14, 15 games? You bet they are. But injuries are always things that the sharps look at in terms of a regular season win total. Now, Mahomes got banged up at the end of last year. They got through. He's got the foot situation. They say everything's going to be fine there. The team's loaded. They're well coached. They've got back class. Probably a little bit of a stone in their shoe that they did not get the job done in the Super Bowl. And that can be a motivating factor, but you get the Super Bowl win hangover, the Super Bowl loss hangover. The bottom line is Kansas City's a great team. It's all about keeping focus here because the weapons are outstanding. Edwards-Helaire in the backfield with Mahomes. And is there a better 1-2 punch in the league than Kelsey and Tyreek Hill? They're monsters. There's no getting around that. Who else? The Chargers are second choice on the board at plus 450. 9.5 under $1.20. Herbert was an eye-opener for this team last year. The kid just blended right in, stretches the field. He's got that gunslinger mentality, and I think it's pervasive throughout the organization. They love the kid, follow the kid. Clearly the Chargers are heading in the right direction and having to play the NFC East. Even if you get swept by Kansas City, the opportunities are there for this team to certainly be a wild card contender. And you'd have to believe it's going to take 10 wins to get them in the playoffs, and I think they can get there. Vegas is on the board at 14-1, 7.5 under $1.30 is the number here. You know, you've got Derek Carr running the show. Mariota made a little bit of noise during the course of the year last year. Mike Mayock and John Gruden, this combination is pretty interesting. And the jury's out. I mean, Mayock, his drafting, he goes off the board. He doesn't care what anybody thinks. He does what he thinks best for this organization. But they have gone way off the board with high picks in recent years. Time will be the ultimate judge, but it seems to me that the defense desperately has to get better. That defense was just a sieve on many occasions last year. In games they lost, because of the defense, they got the miracle win against the Jets. So, again, playing the NFC East, though, I can see the Raiders getting to 8 wins. 7.5 under $1.30 is the number here. I think there are more than enough pieces of the puzzle here for the Raiders to get to 8 wins. And then you get the wild card. And I kind of went out of order in terms of the odds because who knows what's going on here. Denver's on the board at 7-1. If Aaron Rodgers shows up, they're going to jump up the second choice ahead of the Chargers. We're waiting on this Aaron Rodgers dominoes, and Denver is the one that everybody points to. The bottom line is you've got Bridgewater there now, and Rodgers maybe's coming. The defense is pretty good. The running backs have a potential to be pretty good this year. And if Jerry Jeudy avoids the drops, they've got speed at the tight end position and at the wide receiver position. It really comes down to is Aaron Rodgers going there. But Denver's a very interesting team. 9 under minus $1.20 here. And that's the odds makers, I think, playing it safe because the jury's out. The one thing that the jury is not out on, Kansas City by a country mile is the class of the AFC West. Glad to be with you from Las Vegas, ATS.io. I'm Brian Blessing.